thank you, Algren, for introducing me. As Algren mentioned, I'm going to be speaking on the cost of cosmetic surgery or plastic surgery, and also on the negative effects of cosmetic or plastic surgery. Plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery is used for beauty enhancement, and reconstructive surgery, on the other hand, is used for medically necessary or medically needy patients. So that's the big difference. One is just for a want and one is more of a need. I'm going to go into a little bit on the different costs of the most popular cosmetic or plastic surgery that is around right now. Right now, for the breast augmentation, which is a breast enhancement, the average cost of that is about $6,000. For a breast lift, that is about $5,200. And then there's also a facelift, which is $8,500. Liposuction, $4,000. Rhinoplasty surgery, which is also nose surgery, that is $5,000. And a tummy tuck, that is $6,400. As you can see, these are very expensive procedures that do cost a lot of money. And as Algren mentioned, that is not covered by your insurance because this is an elective surgery. This is something that you want, not something that you need. All these prices can be found on plasticsurgeryguide.com. And now we're going to go into some of the effects of plastic or cosmetic surgery. Some of the minor complications that you can undergo for plastic or cosmetic surgery could be the general infection, bruising, swelling. Now these things may be reversible. In addition, some of the larger complications or larger damage that you can sustain from plastic or cosmetic surgery would be a severe reaction to the anesthesia, because they do have to put you out in order to do these surgeries. And the most common, the breast augmentation, which is the breast enlargement, you can have leaks or ruptures of the breasts. And also asymmetry of the breast. They won't always be even. One could be larger, one could be smaller. These are things that do happen. Also, you could have severe damage to your organs because they are working around other important parts of the body when they're doing these surgeries. Also, you can have serious infection or obvious scarring, not the general scarring, but more of the damaged scarring that other people will be able to see. And so now we're going to look at a few people who've had these elective cosmetic surgeries and see some of the before and after pictures of what these people look like. Here on the left, you can see Mickey Rookie. Here you can see Nikki Cox, Jocelyn Wildenstein, and Michael Jackson. They've all had different facial surgeries, and in my opinion, I think that they all look much better before they had their surgeries. And a lot of these surgeries can be addicting. So as you can see, Jocelyn Wildenstein has gone back several times to do several different surgeries, and in my opinion does not look so good. So these are very serious, very addicting, and can also, as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see that well, but Michael Jackson's nose looks very, very odd and not right, disgusting in my opinion. And also I wanted to go into a few more negative effects on the cosmetic and plastic surgery. As I mentioned before, the common things such as bruising, swelling, serious infection, and organ damage. Those are the general things that you expect when you have plastic or cosmetic surgery. In addition to that, there's also the physiological side of a side effect. You can have depression. Most people expect that their cosmetic surgery is going to be an immediate, they're going to look better, exactly what they expected. That's not always the case. There's recovery time. So you're not always going to have the immediate reaction that you expect, and that can be depressing. In addition to that, you also have to go into the reaction of your family, your friends, coworkers, especially if it's a surgery that's gone wrong, if you don't look the way that you expected. You have to deal with how others are going to look at you. In addition to that, there's the financial stress. As you saw in the beginning, these procedures are very costly, and they are out-of-pocket expenses. Some people even take loans on these. They have the 90 days, same as cash, where they'll let you make payments on it. These are something that goes into a long time. Things most people just don't have 5-10 grand laying around. In addition to that, addictiveness. Most of these surgeries, you don't only go in for one surgery. Most people want to keep going in for these surgeries because once they get their eye lift, now they want to fix their nose, and then they want bigger lips, and then they want bigger breasts, and then they want their butt bigger. It's not only, most people don't go in just for one surgery, it's multiple surgeries because they are very addicting. In addition to this, there's also the maintenance of your surgery. As most cosmetic surgery is permanent, some can be removed. It does age as your body does age. Just because you have the cosmetic surgery doesn't mean it's going to look the same 10 to 15 years later. So there will be maintenance required, especially if you get a breast enhancement, one can puncture or burst. You'd have to go in to have that fixed. So it's not always going to look the same as it did when you originally got it. So you might have to go under the knife or the anesthesia and go under the same precautions or those same things 10 to 15 years later just to keep the appearance that you want. So all this I see as negative and against the cosmetic surgery aspect of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it over to my other group member, Ashley Span, and she's going to be going over some of the statistics of cosmetic surgery and also the death from cosmetic surgery.